Hi there, Cynthia. Hi, Rosa. Hi, PJ. We're on, guys.
We are live and
we are live.
Happy Saturday.
This is a big deal for us, folks. If you don't realize it, this is a big deal for us. So we see that it's 11:07. That link is on top. We're going to get this conversation started immediately. The link is, what does healthy look like to you? Tina and I are fitness professionals. So I'm just going to let you know a little bit about myself first. And then Tina, all that fireball of energy that's next to me here, she's going to tell you a little bit about herself. And then we'll even get Renee up in here talking about what it is that she does. And then we're gonna get the conversation started. So I am Carmel Jean-Francois. I am out of the New York City area. I am a health and fitness coach. Now, what I do is I work with women over 40 and I help them. Well, I support and encourage them to really reach their health and fitness goals. They're already on their journey. They've already made that decision. And I'm here to encourage, motivate, inspire, and support. And I've just joined forces with this amazing human, Tina. And together we are on a mission to change lives. Now, right on top, up on top, you'll see the link to our YouTube page. So we need subscribers. We want subscribers. Yes, we are begging you to jump onto that YouTube and subscribe to our page. We wanted to make it by 100 by the end of the weekend. Let's see if we could do it. Let's see if we could do it with your help. So with that said, Tina, I'm going to pass the mic over to you.
Alrighty, I am taking the microphone.
I am here. Girl, let me tell you, I'm like texting people, emailing people, saying, let's go. So welcome, guys. I am Tina. I am your life and health coach. Fitness is my passion. It's been my passion for probably 8 or 9 years, meaning that's all I do. That's it. Anything with fitness and nutrition. And my purpose is to change the world one person at a time through wellness. And I got super lucky, guys. We're fast forwarding to less than 2 months ago. That's this beautiful human that's in this camera, that's on this app with me. And her name is Carmel Jean-Francois. I love that name, Jean-Francois. And we realized that we had a lot in common. We had a lot of goals we wanted to do. And I love teamwork. Together, everyone accomplishes more, right? But as a team, we decided, you know what? We decided to first do an 8-week challenge together as a team. And it was going so smoothly. It was going so good. I was like, why not do more? And then why not do more? And when she hears the ideas I have, I can't say it publicly. But today, I was teaching my class at the gym, guys. Let me tell you, I was on the treadmill with all these TVs, right? And I'm watching, you know where I'm going with this. But anyway, guys, we are so excited to have this movement. And we are guys, we're so excited. We have an 8-week challenge going on. We have a lot going on. And go to our YouTube channel, because every week when you come here, guys, you're going to get this live every Saturday.
Every Saturday.
Okay, because if she's not doing a race, I'm teaching a class. She just finished running. I just finished teaching 2 classes. So I'm like, okay, get out of the shower. I gotta hurry. I gotta go. All that wonderful stuff. So we'll be here. That's our goal. If not, then you'll find us on YouTube Monday through Friday at 3 o'clock. Just giving all the love and inspiration for nutrition and health and wellness. And I'm going to throw it to you so we can get started on this conversation, because today we're going to be here for about 30, 45, an hour to see how the conversation goes with our first live. We want this to be a place, a community where you come with questions and concerns. And I love today's topic. I think it's going to swim into body dysmorphia and all that great stuff. So I'm throwing it back to you, girlfriend.
Yes, so thank you for that. Just a correction, because you said that we're going to be on every day on YouTube at 3 p.m. It's on Instagram. We do Instagram lives every day. So go ahead and follow us on Instagram. Give us a follow in here. Anyway, to get started, what does healthy look like to you? Woo! That's a big question, right? And at first, healthy looked like to me having some muscles, right? I love muscles. But now, as I've been a little bit more on my journey, a lot more on my journey, to be quite honest with you, into health and fitness, I realized that what healthy looks like to me is having a good grasp of my mind, body, spirit, and soul. And I'm not talking about a balance. I'm not talking about a balance because there's no way we can balance that all. I can't have a fourth of mind, a fourth of body. No, it doesn't work that way because sometimes, depending on where I am in my life, in my month, in my year, I just might bend towards one of those four aspects, then more towards one than the other. So what healthy looks like to me is mind, body, soul, and spirit. And what does that mean? That means that I'm centered, I'm meditating, I'm taking care of my mental self, I'm practicing self-care, I'm exercising on a daily basis so I can make sure that my physical is intact and I remain strong. I try, well, we don't use that word here, try. I'm definitely always working on my spiritual side. And that means more than religion, right? It means how I see myself in the world of creation, of where I stand in the universe, where I stand on this earth. Mind, body, soul, and spirit. So I'm going to pass the mic over to you, Tina. And unless Renee has something to say. Renee, we did not allow you to introduce yourself. So a short introduction, and maybe you can answer the question.
Sure. Hi, everybody. I'm Renee. I am the accountability coach for these two amazing people. What I do for them is I keep them on track so that they are empowered to help you, their clients, in the best way possible. And I also help the clients in planning, prioritizing, and implementing the things that they do through their fitness journey. And for me, Carmel, it all centers, I say this every time, it all centers around the mindset, because without a proper mindset, nothing else will fall into place. I believe that it is the key to not only a good fitness routine, but also a good and healthy, fit life. So that is what my thoughts are on the topic.
Mindset. Renee, I'm sorry to cut you off, but you just made a fantastic point, right? So mindset, because if that mindset is not right, nothing's happening. Nothing's happening. If I don't think that fitness and nutrition or anything else healthy is good for me, or if I'm just not there, it's just that part of my life. It's just not going to happen. So I agree with you 100%. Over to you, Tina. What do you have to say about this?
All righty. Let me make sure everything is unmiked so you can totally hear me. So I love this topic right here because as I have gotten older, my answer changed. If you would have asked me this question 7 or 8 years ago, it would have been healthy looks like someone really, really thin. I used to say skinny, but I understand that people that are skinny sometimes don't like that word, so I would say thin. And this just, for me, comes from what I see in the media, in the magazines all the time. Back in the day, I was in the modeling field with models and actors and dancers, and everyone was super thin. So for me, if I was not thin, if I was not and it was a struggle, that is what healthy looked like for me back then. And as I started, I actually got bigger, I was smaller and then I got overweight. So I was really big. I was over 200 pounds. And then I got back to I got into fitness, I guess you can say, not back into fitness. I realized thin, skinny was not at all what I wanted. I wanted muscles. If you think about Wonder Woman back in the day, if you're older, and think of the old Wonder Woman and then the old Wonder Woman was really, really thin, right? She was really skinny. And now it's more about the muscles and the toning. And one reason why I think for me looking that way is amazing is because it looks healthier and it feels, oh my gosh, just pick up a freaking weight and you feel so powerful, so strong. So when it comes to healthy, that's the one thing for me is the way that I look. And it's not that real thin. It's not that, skinniness. It's strong. It's toned. A lot of people say they want to be toned. And then they'll say, well, I don't want to get bulky. I don't want to look like a man. Hello? Unless you're taking steroids, there's no freaking way you're going to look like a man, okay? Pick up a heavy weight. Pick up some heavy shit. That's what I like to say. Pick up some heavy stuff. Because that's the only way you're going to look toned, all right? From experience, guys, when I got to my lowest as an adult, which is 155, I'm 5'8", just to give you a heads up. I started lifting more, and people kept saying, "Yeah, you're losing weight, you're getting too skinny." And I was like, dude, I'm gaining now because I was gaining muscles. I was lifting heavier weight. So heavy lift heavy shit. Sorry if the person, offend you. But that was the second thing is how I'm feeling. So when I'm lifting weights, I feel super strong. Now, healthy for me is being able, there's like a two-way with this right here, Carmel. I was going to say being able to come up the stairs, but I live on the 3rd floor, and I don't know what it is, but when I get to the top of the stairs, it feels like I'm having a freaking heart attack. I'm like, they're so tough for me. But anyway, healthy for me is being able to stairs, being able to pick up my groceries, being able to chase after my needs, being able to move with effortless ease. That is another thing that healthy is for me. Another is definitely my mindset. And for me, I need stillness to help me with my mindset. And that's what the yoga comes into play. And today after I taught class, stretch a little bit longer because I didn't take yoga this week. Maybe once I did. I don't know. But yoga, is breath is all about breathing. So I said, let's make our stretch a little bit longer. And as we were stretching, I was like, I need this. So healthy for me is my mindset to be still just a bit. And that just brings you right back to the principles that we stand for with Fitness on Fire. Our foundation is mindset. Where is your mindset? What are you putting into your head? So again, healthy for me is pouring greatness into my head, surrounding myself with amazing people. I have to have amazing humans around me. 2 reasons, and I figured this out this morning somehow. I need those people that are going to motivate me. They're going to be a yes for me. And what I mean by that is they're not going to let me slip up. Tina, did you run today? Tina, they're going to force me to level up. And then I need those other people in my tribe that I can pull up with me, that I can inspire. So your vibe is your tribe. So mindset is the foundation. Second, nutrition. That's where our girl Carmel comes in. She keeps me in check, guys. I mean, last night when she told me what she was having for dinner, in my mind, I had Indian with some naan and some, but I didn't have it. You'll be proud of me. And sometimes just having that person in your corner, in your ear, you won't do that bad stuff. So that's why we have the nutrition. And the last set is the movement, exercise. So for me, being healthy is my circle, my tribe, feeling good, looking good. I know I rambled a lot. I'm throwing the mic back to you, but I see we have some people up on stage. So do we want to get them or you want to?
Yeah, let's. So, well, you said, Tina, you said a lot, right? And to unpack it, I think we're going to need the help of the people on the stage. So if you don't mind, but you did say something super important, like your tribe. Having the people around you to help keep you accountable, that's huge. And that's all part of what health looks like, what healthy looks like to me. Having that support system, right? Because I can't do it by myself. There's nothing in life that we do that of great importance anyway, and our health is important. There's nothing in life that we do without the help of the people around us. So that's where the support comes in. That's where the people who motivate us, and then we're also kind of like motivating other people, right? So it's kind of like I'm reaching up to grab the hand of somebody that wants to help me, and I'm reaching down and grabbing anybody who is reaching up to me. So again, that's all part of what healthy looks like to you. So I want to definitely pass the mic over to Rosa and see if she wants to share. And I want to hear what Rosa has to say about what does healthy look like. Rosa?
Wonderful. I just want to make sure, because I'm not on your end, that you have.
I just want to make sure that
you have
the microphone next to the computer so the people on Clubhouse can be heard. And I don't know if you do. I'm just making sure.
I do.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Good morning, Rosa. Hey, girl, hey.
My name is Rosa, like Tina said. But healthy means your body and your emotion and your physical body is healthy. You could be healthy in the way you handle your money. This is Rosa, and I'm over and out. I was put in the chat room that I've been involved in some very unhealthy relationships lately. Even though they're my cousins, they say when I run, they say again today. They said how they talk again today. So
I would love to
reply to what Rosa said because you said your money, right, Rosa?
Right, Rosa?
yes.
And
People
some
think about that when it comes to
think about it, guys.
when you have a lot of money in the bank, like you just got a big old deposit. How's your attitude? Let me hear it.
Super good. Yes.
It's kind of good, right? I don't know about you, but I'm like, I actually happy. So it's super important that you have your money in check and know when it's coming, where it's going. So Rosa, thank you so much for sharing that, because I never would have thought about that when it comes to what does healthy look like. Yeah, so that's it.
Tina, if you don't have enough money to live at least 1 year, you're not healthy. You're not financially healthy. So healthy, you just because you get paid 3 Fridays in a month, you're not financially healthy, because if you have to spend that and you don't have enough to live for the rest of the year, you're not financially healthy.
Rosa, I love you like cooked food, right? Like that macaroni and cheese with the extra cheese. And you know that, right?
Yes.
So I say that to say, with a huge smile on my face, I have to disagree with you a little bit, only because for me, I don't think about money. I do think about money, but I don't think about money. I just kind of think and I think this just comes, I like time for a fun. I think of my kids, we didn't have any money. It was the struggle bus galore, and it was so much fun. So yes, money is amazing, but I don't let it define how I feel, because girl, if I did, my attitude would suck. But I kind of agree with you a little, so I'm kind of like in the middle. What are your thoughts on that one, Carmel?
I definitely see where Rose is coming from, but I feel like, especially when it comes to money, when people don't have it, they get very creative, right? And then it's fun to know how much you were able to do with a limited amount of money. So I'm with you. I'm feeling you, Tina. I'm feeling you, Rosa, too. But then again, it's the individual, right? Because what does healthy look like to you? That's what it looks like to Rosa, right, Rosa? That's what it looks like to you. And for somebody else, it might just be muscles. And somebody else, it might just be that I feel good today because I usually don't feel good, So I appreciate that, Rosa, and I appreciate your take on that too, Tina. I really do. So I'm really excited to hear from PJ, because PJ, I don't know if you checked, but he's a tenured fitness consistency coach. Come through. And PJ was in this room even before we got started, just waiting patiently to hear what we had to talk about. So PJ, I am waiting patiently to hear what you've got to say and what you've got to contribute to this discussion. Take it away, PJ.
Well, thank you, Carmel. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I'm here in Arizona, and I guess I'm 3 hours early here. Yeah, it's 8 something. I've been before as well. Doing those things that fitness involves. My definition, or what healthy looks like to me, is synergy. When there's synergies with either collaborations or with being in rooms like this, or we're talking about financial considerations, there has to be, in my view, synergy, because with synergies comes growth. With synergies comes advancement. You're making progress through challenges, through aspiration, through even motivation. I've written an award winning book in the fitness space. And what I've discovered is that as we're discussing, everybody has a very unique view of what healthy looks like to them, especially based on the lifestyle that led up to being in the fitness arena, fitness continuum. And if you see how they all run together, what is the common thread? It seems to me there's synergies. Some people, they may do things that, like if they're doing steroids, we may not like them, but their mindset is, I want to do something with this health sensation that I'm feeling. And if they're a runner, they want to do, they want to run their personal best. Or if they want to be an Olympic athlete, they want to be the top of the elite athletically. So I see it as far as a synergistic relationship between how you approach the world with your aspirations for being as well and as inspired about what you feel as possible, and as how you relate to others in that same space. And that's how I look at it. And as far as being financially healthy, like I've seen people who have hired me. I mean, their husband was going to prison, and they said they would not miss their workout. And they had very little money, but they found a way to make sure they got their session in. So, there's very different degrees of what that looks like. No, they may not be able to afford it. They pursue it. Thank you. I'm done speaking.
I absolutely love that, PJ. So the synergistic aspect of it, it all really flows in together. And I see that all the time. And when I first started, I said mind, body, soul, and spirit. And I really do feel like health seeps into every single area of our lives, and everything contributes to it. And that's why what Rosa said was plausible. That's why what you said was plausible. And oh my goodness, kudos to your client who was like, listen, I'm going to get it in whether my husband is around or not. There's so much to be said for that too, right? Because a lot of people don't even feel like health and fitness or nutrition is even that important, especially if they wake up and they're like, I feel fine, so why should I eat better? Why should I change the way I eat? Why should I change the way I sleep? Why should I change the way I exercise or don't? Why should I exercise if I wake up and my joints are good, everything's good? And we don't know what's going on inside of our bodies, and we don't know about what lies ahead for us if we continue down a path that's not so quote unquote healthy, right? So I definitely appreciate that synergistic aspect to it, PJ. Tina, what do you have to say about that?
I'm absolutely loving what he said. For me, it was the part where he said, I don't know if he said she was the wife or husband went to jail or whatever, but just the fact that it's the no excuses. It's the no excuses for me. I can't stand when someone gives an excuse. It's just like, it's just a lie to me. There's no excuses. Someone's going in I understand people die, they go to jail, but it just, for me, like he said, she had to get her workout in. You know why she had to get her workout in? Because that would help her mental. It's all about the mental. What do you need? And I love where this conversation is going, because healthy is different for different people. For us, it might be the way we look. For Rosa, it's her money. For PJ, it's his spirituality and synergy. So I never would have thought of those things. So I really like that. It makes me think, when people come up, and I don't want to say excuse like they say they have to work. To my clients, you plan to the doctor. You plan to go to work. Okay, so everyone knows at 6 a.m., Tina's teaching some class, Monday through Friday. For the last 8 to 10 years, I've been doing that every single day. Like, what that change is not gonna change. That's it.
So for you, it's the consistency. That's a huge part of it. So thank you for that, Tina. I want to go over to Crescentia. I'm excited to hear how you have to contribute to this. Crescentia, the mic is yours. Sorry, Rosa?
My body and my mind and my spirituality count too, not just my money.
I hear you, Rosa. Duly noted. Thank you for that. Rosa's like, look, do not misunderstand, right? Cynthia, take it away.
Good morning, Grand Rising, everyone. Well, just before I had the accident and I messed up both of my ankles badly, this is the left one. I went back on my health journey. And it is just not the way I looked, it was my mental. It was my spirituality. It was my finance. It was everything almost rolled up into one package. And I was just starting to get back on my weight because I had one time I lost and I was down to 185. And I liked 185. I wasn't healthy, but I was healthy enough. My cholesterol levels was high. My blood pressure wasn't high, which my blood pressure always was good. Medically, I was okay. And as soon, I don't know what, out the blue, I started gaining weight and I felt it. I couldn't even walk half a block without getting out of breath. And I kept saying, what in the world is going on? When I looked, I said, yeah. Went to the doctor, I was 255. I haven't been 255 pounds in years, but I felt it. My health felt it. Broke my ankles. I know I'm up to that number again and maybe a little bit more. And I feel it. And it's messing with everything. It's not just messing, it's messing with my mind. It's messing with my finances. It's messing with me spiritually. It's just messing with me and I don't like it. I don't like the way I'm feeling. I don't like it. And when I don't like something and I can't solve it the way I want to solve it, and a little bit embarrassed that ask for help because I don't want someone to help me for free and I don't want to act. I don't have the, as we call it, currency. I don't have the funds to pay what I need help with. Because bad enough we already struggling to keep my medicine and this is back and forth to the doctor. I think I'm in a doctor every other week. And it gets to me. It's getting to me. And I'm trying to stay positive. I'm trying not to have an excuse. Trying to keep patience with myself, saying it's almost over. I'm almost there. I got 6 more weeks to go.
Cynthia.
What's happening in 6 weeks?
I'm off. One of my second boot would be off, and I'm able to put I'm going to be able to put a shoe on and still be able to. I'm going to still be on the walker for another 3 weeks, but I'm getting mobile slowly but surely.
Yeah. Cynthia.
I just want to say something really quick.
Go ahead.
To Carmel. So a lot of people think movement and exercise is like a must. Like I had someone say, I can't train anymore because I fell and hurt my back. 80% of the way you look is by what you eat. That's why I'm so grateful to have Carmel, with me. 10% is your genes, the way your family looks. We can't change that, right? And the other 10% is exercise. I just wanted to throw that out there. Back to you, Carmel.
I just want to say, Cynthia, I didn't know, like I see you all the time in the other room during the week, and I didn't know that you were dealing with this. And Tina and I, we're gonna work with you. We don't leave anybody behind. We do not leave anybody behind. So listen, I'm excited. Tina, how do you feel about this?
Okay, so this is how it's going down. This is how it's going down.
Are you ready to hear how it's going down? Are you ready? Hello, I need everybody to unmic and tell me, do you know how it's going down?
How's it going down, Tina?
Okay, so you guys know. Thank you. Okay, one more time. Repeat after me. How's it going down?
How's it going down?
What's going on, guys? I have big goals. When I say big goals, like I remember when I was training as a new coach, and my thing was I lost 50, 60 pounds. And I was like, why can't other people do this? And a trainer said to me, Tina, the average person will never do that. They'll lose about 10, maybe 20 pounds. And it has been my mission since then to prove him wrong. Cynthia, I was challenging my girl, and I was like, can we take, I mean, I don't know if this is true.
But this is what I heard.
You don't have to care with that, right? Who would love to be our, I don't want to say project. I don't want to say guinea pig. I don't want to say public. Say it again? Somebody said something.
Pro bono. Pro bono.
Pro bono. What is a pro bono?
Pro bono.
No, that sounds corny. Yuck. I want a cute name. Anyway, we'll figure out the freaking name of it.
PJ, thank you for that. I like pro bono.
Pro bono sounds something for an attorney, right?
Well, it is.
Who needs is that?
Pro bono. We got to try again. I don't know.
He's saying that's what I need pro bono. Is that correct, PJ?
Correct. You need whatever you name your under your umbrella, the act would be a pro bono.
Okay. I get you, PJ. The act with quotation marks. I get. But I don't want to call it that. I want to call it fitness experience. Whatever. But what it is. This is what it is. I want you to be our, because we asked someone else to do this, and they were like, oh no, I don't know if I want my whole fitness journey out in public. Meaning before and after pictures. Meaning that you're part of us, you're part of our tribe, and we're going to get you from A to B to Z to wherever you want to go.
Tina, our success story. That's what she'll be. She'll be our
that's what I'm looking for. Chris Cynthia, this would be.
I would love it.
And it's not finished, girlfriend. It is not finished. It gets better. So I'm going to share with you what else I'm going to add, and then Carmel's going to share what we're adding as a team. So, Cynthia, as you know, if you don't know, I am a life and health coach. And I love this so much. I can't tell you the transformations I have seen in people. I am running a small group coaching program. It's going to be 3 months long. It is private. I'm not publishing. I mean, it is in this room and on YouTube, so maybe people will hear it now. But I'm only having sex in this group. I would like to give that to you because I know what it's like. I know what it's to be. When I wanted to lose weight, no one would tell me anything. You gotta pay. I was like, I don't have any money. You want to lose weight? You want to do So, Cynthia, I want to invite you as my guest, my 3-month life. It's actually called Mind and Body Transformation Group Coaching Program. Would you like that?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm hugging you right now. And we're in the same state. I think she lives near me. So, girl, you about to be sick of me. You about to be sick of me, okay? I'm tossing the mic to Carmel so she can give you your final gift of the day.
Yes, so Cynthia, I'm excited only because I love to see people thrive. And if we didn't have to charge any money, because this is our bread and butter, right? We wouldn't, because I believe in health and fitness. I believe that so many people's challenges are answered just by paying attention to things like mind, body, soul, and spirit, by paying attention to their health. So I definitely want to coach you with what you're doing nutritionally. So we're going to go over what you're putting inside of your mouth, whether you are vegan, whether you are keto, whatever it is that you eat, however it is that you eat will present you with other options. Or if you decide, listen, I just want to do what I do, we're just going to make sure you do it in a healthy fashion. So we're going to take what you already do, tweak it up, and take baby steps, right? Because I feel like most people fail when they jump into something and when they change their whole life completely, and 30 days later they go right back. So Tina and I are all about taking those baby steps, making sure that before you go on to the next level, you've completed the first level. We'll build a foundation, and we're gonna get you right. We're gonna get you walking. We're gonna get your weight down. We're gonna get your mindset right. Well, actually, we're not gonna do anything. We're gonna hold your hand and support you while you do the work. How does that sound, Crescentia?
Y'all make me sick.
Love you, girl.
I love y'all more than I think y'all so much. I love the mic.
Oh, she's so
Alrighty,
sweet.
Who's up next? I see Kathy there, the twin. Would you like to share?
Would you like to share, twin, what healthy looks like to you? You can just mic.
Hi, everybody. I just got all choked up over what you guys are doing for Crescentia. So congratulations with that, Crescentia. That's a beautiful thing. I'm glad that you're able to get that. Healthy. I was trying to think of it, and I was going to write it down, and I'm thinking about what healthy looks like to me. And all I keep thinking about it, of course, in my perspective, to what's going on with my health journey. For me, it's eating the right foods, feeling good about what you do put into your mouth. Lately, I've been, I'm trying to eat healthy. When I say try, I am I'm eating a lot more vegan meals. I know that my sister is happy to hear that. Carmela's happy to hear that. I'm eating a lot more vegan meals, and I'm doing away with the snacks, and I'm feeling good about it. So I need to feel good about what I put in my body. I need to feel good about what I'm doing for myself. So therefore, healthy looks like to me not just the physical, but also the mental capacity as well, because I have to feel good about what I'm doing for myself. I think, does that make sense?
It does make sense.
It does make sense. And I want to ask your sister a question since she's so on nutrition. You said you're stopping with the snacks. Carmel, do we have to stop with the snacks to be healthy? I love snacks, and I'm trying to stop the popcorn. Talk to me.
I am a firm believer of everything in moderation. I truly, truly am. I really, really am. And I'll tell you why, because I snack, right? And I feel like if we completely deprive ourselves of anything that we love, we kind of go back with a vengeance. It seeks us out. It calls our names. Now, if we find ourselves changing the way we eat, our taste buds, believe it or not, folks, your taste buds will change. Your palate changes, and it accommodates itself for what you're giving it. So a snack that used to be scrumptious in your mouth, be it salty, like savory or sweet, it might end up being too sweet, or it might end up being too salty, where you can no longer even you can't eat that particular food anymore. So that's what might happen. And if it doesn't, if you have that snack, drizzle popcorn, if you have that snack that you cannot let go of, just indulge maybe once or twice a week. Don't do it as often as you used to, but every once in a while, just indulge, so that you don't have to go crazy. And what happens to me, I'm full disclosure, if I deprive myself of one snack that I don't want to consume because unhealthy, the way we look at it, it's unhealthy. What ends up happening is that I'll find something else to snack on, which might not be a better choice. So just kind of like give yourself grace. Put yourself on a schedule if you have to. I don't like to say reward yourself with food, because we're not dogs, right? I don't like to say that. However, give yourself, listen, if by the end of the week I've done well, I've earned. Think of what you've earned, and just approach it with that regard. Does that make sense, what I just said?
Yes, yeah, I agree. It does. Makes sense. I like that. So we can snack, everything in moderation.
You can snack, but just do less of it, because we do want to establish a new healthy habit, right? So just like we're going to get used to throwing in exercise into our regular daily regimen, or, you know, however times a week do we exercise. Just like we're making changes in that regard, we're going to make changes accordingly, taking things away, but again, in moderation, so that we don't feel like now life is just not worth living, right? But I loved what you were saying, Kathy. It's so many different aspects of healthiness and how you feel whether you do something or not, because maybe I just worked out, but then, and I feel good about that, but then I ate something terrible and I feel terrible about that. There's something that's missing there, and we need to find a nice balance, not, like I said earlier, not an even balance, but definitely a balance, something for us to kind of like, so everything that we do pretty much sits well with us 90% of the time.
I want to say something really quick, Carmel, and I said this to you the other day. So there are people like Carmel and I who just thrive off of exercise and moving, teaching classes. My friend said to me this morning, he's like, Tina, you just love exercise. And I didn't start out this way. And I say this to say, because we are, I'm going to speak for myself. I can't say we have these conversations. Like, you know, I feel I'm no different than you guys. Because I get those days where it's like, I feel so fat. I don't know what to eat. You know, and it's just pretty much changing your habits. That's it, guys. If you want to be fit, if you want to be healthy, and again, today we're talking about what does healthy look like to you. I was going to say we need to reset because we need to have a reset at 11:30. Anyway, today we're talking about what healthy looks like to you. If you guys didn't know, you were in the Fit, Healthy, and Blessed Club. If you have not already, please click that little greenhouse at the top. You're talking to Stars, Tina, and Carmel. We are fitness on fire. We are the newest, the best, the most amazing fitness duo out there. And if you have not shared the room, can you just go ahead and get some shares? We're going to be on here for a few more minutes. This room is going to be about an hour, maybe an hour and 15 minutes. We'd love for you to come up and share your thoughts on what does healthy look like you. I'm loving the answers we're getting. We have 6 shares. Can we get those shares up to 15? It looks like there's 15 of us in the room right now. So if we all just reshare the room, guess what? We'll be at 15. And if you're new to Clubhouse, just see those scissors there. You just take the scissors and it will clip the last 30 seconds of what you heard. And then you can put it on your Instagram. Looks like we have a back channel going on right here. Oh my gosh! I gotta get my glasses. I need my glasses. My go-to guy, If you guys don't know, he is just like the goat. The goat. That's greatest of all time, right? You love that, right? Let me read what he puts. My go-to guy, guys. If you're not following him, you know you need to follow him because he's amazing. He's got some great stuff. PJ from Scottsdale, love that right there. What does fitness look like? Advancing levels of muscle memory and the physical equivalent of willpower over free will. I like that. Rosa, she made sure she got hers in. Healthy mind, healthy body. All right, my two guys. I'm curious what this is going to say because I tried to pull them up, and maybe Carmel. I don't know if you've heard of him, right? My go-to guy. He's like, of course I have.
Of course I have.
Yes, he is amazing, and maybe we can get him on here on Saturday. So, guys. Health to me is looking in a mirror and smiling at what you see. Ooh, can you do that, guys? Naked. All right. The thing about a mirror, when you're looking at it all alone, you see more than a reflection. You see the two yous, the smallest part, the outer you that everyone else's see. Ooh, he's going deep. And the largest part of you, the inner you. Sometimes we just need to smile in the mirror to remind ourselves that healthy is not just what we look like, but what we feel like. So Monica was like, fire! We need one of those sound machines with like fire. Wow. That is heavy. All right, we got like 10 more minutes left. Who's up next? Hit it.
Jackie. I'm sorry. I'm trying to unmute the button. I'm hitting everything on the phone. Hey guys, I am loving this room. This is so amazing. Stars, Tina, and Carmel. This is great, and I'm like the other lady. I'm still crying from Crescentia. You know, I'm just so happy and proud of you for just showing up, and now
and you show up, you get help. And I love that they reached out to you and they're going to bless you. I am so happy. I love stories like that, and that's Devin's right, success story. That is real quickly, as I'm listening to everyone in the room explain what healthy is to them, and not have no huge definition. I guess what I'm thinking about, and I love what you just said. You look in the mirror, if you like what you see and you feel good, you look good in there, to you that may be healthy, but is that really healthy? But that may be healthy for you, because mentally people have to get right mentally before they can get right physically.
It's true.
Also I'm a mindset coach and I'm a personal trainer as well. And I'm a nurse, so I use my nursing skills a lot when I'm working with clients, because I know physically people have a lot of physical issues, so I think that's important to look at that. And the way I look at the word healthy, I think one needs to be healthy, there has to be a sound mind and spirit, and that's meaning free of chaos and negativity. I think it starts there, mind and spirit, free of chaos and negativity. Then I think to have, and somebody used that word earlier, I think that was Star Tina, consistent dis-ease. That's how I look at my body. Consistent. Because one day you can feel good, the next day you feel bad. But I want consistent dis-ease. Meaning I want my body to feel good. And they're going to feel 100% all the time. But for the most part, I want to walk around being at dis-ease. I don't want everything hurting on me all the time. So, and how do I know that, Jackie? Because part of that is I know what I put in my body. I know what I do to my body. And then when I go to the doctor, my exams prove my condition. Not all the time, but for the most part, your exams can prove if your cholesterol is high, if your blood pressure is high. Those exams are important. So we need to make sure that we're doing those things and going to the doctor to get those exams and all that. So I think this is so good. I love that whole, that we need to be clear, that medically we can be a risk for certain things medically if we don't do the right things with our body. If our weight is not right, if we're not eating right, if we're not mentally, you can get some physical conditions if mentally you're messed up. As a nurse, I've seen so many things. So I think I got a lot to say about health, but pretty much people just need to be sound in mind and spirit, and dis-ease of the body. This is Jackie. I'm done speaking.
Oh, everything. Yes.
Sorry, I couldn't find the microphone. But Jackie, I'm sorry to cut you off, Carmel, but I was over here just screaming, and it's crazy, Jackie, because as I said, I've been in the fitness industry a while now, and every year I always advance my studies. I feel that's when we're going to get better. And last year I got certified as a life coach, and I find that I'm pulling myself towards that even more. Not to say that I don't want to train or teach classes anymore, but I find that's needed so much more in the world, and especially for myself, and it helped me in my life coach and everything. So I say that to say, like you said, Jackie, consistency is key, but it's just the mindset for me. And I'm rambling. You were gonna say something, Carmel.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that to Jackie, thank you for the work that you do. I mean, what you do is so important. And the fact that you have that insight, right? Because I've met health professionals who still eat, dare I say it, shit, right? And I've met them and they don't exercise. Even doctors, I can say I've met them and experienced that side of them. So the fact that you have that awareness, especially since you deal with people who are ill and you see what the lab work comes back as, and there's so many different ways that we can even measure our own health, because it's so personal to us. It's how we feel, what's happening in our minds, what kind of self-talk are we practicing, right? What the labs look like, whether or not we feel like something's wrong. Because like innately, I feel like we all know when something is just not right with what our body is doing and how we're feeling, how we're moving, right? Because health also, it spills out, it has to do with the joints and how our muscles feel. And just like Tina was saying earlier, she'll climb a set of stairs and she feels like she's about to have a heart attack. This is all signs that our bodies are trying to tell us something. Not necessarily that Tina's going to end up in a hospital, but maybe Tina's lungs need a little bit of more conditioning, or maybe her heart needs a little bit more conditioning. And then we can listen to what our bodies are saying and act accordingly. So thank you for your share, Jackie. Woo woo, I loved it.
Welcome. Absolutely, you're welcome.
Yes. Oh my goodness. So Josh, did you need to say something else?
I just want to say something really quick.
Yeah.
Now you got me all, I'm not going to say embarrassed because I don't get embarrassed. But moving forward, I'm going to run up my stairs at least 5 times a day. And Renee, I need you as my accountability partner. Because that did not sound good at all. Tina's out of breath when she goes up the stairs.
Tina, full disclosure, I am too. My legs burn. I will run a half marathon any given Sunday. Ask me to run up 2 flights of stairs. I'm like, nope, won't do it. Sorry. Because it takes different muscles. It really does. Our bodies work different energetically in that way. So you get that pass, girlfriend. I got you.
I'm taking it back. Renee.
It's great exercise. It works wonders.
It does. So with that said, I'm excited that Josh joined this panel, only because I've been working with Josh as a fitness professional. Sometimes we get hurt too. Recently, I found myself with my shoulder has not been feeling well. And Josh is like, you don't have to go to the doctor. You don't need an MRI. I got you. He just heard a few of my symptoms, and he's been helping me really alleviate this pain I have in my shoulder. So Josh, thank you for coming on. Talk to us. What you got to say about what does healthy look like to you?
Hey, Carmel, thank you so much for having me here. I saw this and I was like, okay, I know you run this at this time, so I just needed to hop in and show my support and kind of help out when I can. So basically what health looks like to me, one thing that I'm a big believer in is really understanding like disease and also pain. What type of pain, what type of disease are we going and experiencing on a regular basis that really could be a big contributing factor through our life? And so if we can start identifying these truly and basically getting ourselves back to living that life that we truly deserve and not being defined by what we're experiencing. So basically, if we have pain, we shouldn't be having that pain determine what we can and can't do. So it's about trying to go and figure out exactly what we can get under control and fix it so that you can then start living that life that you really want and not be defined by the pain or by the disease. So that's what health that I can really go and start what it looks like to me on what we can really go and do to help with fixing all of those types of issues. So if we can live that life without any issues, that is like the best life that I think that we could truly live.
I absolutely love that. Oh my goodness, don't let what we're feeling define how we're living, our activities, what we do. That's huge because so many people do. And so many people become very complacent with it. I can't do that because of this. And then they won't seek the medical attention that they need, or they won't seek the type of physical therapy that they may need, or the type of nutrition that they may need. They just live with it and they kind of resign themselves to not feeling well, thinking that that's their new norm. And so that's just the way life is for me. So Josh, that's what I took from what you said. I really appreciate that you jumped on. Tina, did you have anything to share on that before we close out the room?
Nothing.
Thank you so much, Josh.
Thank you. Renee, did you have anything else that you wanted to sum up with what the things that we heard today with what everybody's share was?
Sure. I mean, we had so many people pouring into like their thoughts. We had Kathy talking about her healthy eating and how she's including more vegan meals in her health routine. Josh just shared that how he believes in that understanding disease and pain is key to knowing what is affecting our quality of life so that we're not defined by it. Jackie poured into us her thoughts about being healthy, of sound mind and spirit, free of chaos and negativity. I love that. Cynthia, of course, we love Cynthia's share. She shared about her journey and how she's recovering from her injuries and wants to be on a health and wellness journey. And you two amazing ladies have stepped in and are going to help her with that journey and hold her hand. And we're so excited to watch your progress, Cynthia, going forward. And of course, we had Rosa share about her healthy spirit and healthy emotions thought, and she also shared about her thoughts about finance. And then we had PJ talking about what fitness looked like to him, about advancing levels of muscle memory and the physical equivalent of willpower over free will. And with that, I want to thank everybody for being a part of our room today, and I will pass the mic back to Carmel.
Can I say one more thing before Carmel get on the mic? PJ,
of course.
PJ, thank you, PJ. I'm going to respond to you in a few minutes, and thank you so much.
Oh, I love that a connection was made. Oh, I love that. Thank you, PJ. And thank you, Cynthia. Thank you, Renee, for recapping everything that everybody said. That was fantastic. I love that. And I want to thank everybody who joined us today and who put up with us while we tried to figure out the fact that, because this is the first time that we're doing this and we're live on YouTube. So there was a little technical glitches in the beginning as we tried to figure it out. So thank you for sticking with us through that. Thank you for participating. Thank you for being here. And everybody out in the listening lounge, kudos for being here, because this says a lot to what your healthy looks like. This says a lot to what you deem is important with regards to your health and wellness. And remember, health and wellness is not always about what's at the end of our forks and what's and the amount of dumbbells that we're picking up. That it doesn't always have to do with that. It has to do with our mindset. It has to do with consistency, right? It has to do with finances, apparently. It has a lot to do with all aspects and area of our lives. So the fact that we can even put that out there and enable people to really understand the wholeness of it is amazing, because again, people really feel like health and fitness is about what we're eating and whether or not we're exercising. So with that, Tina, do you have any closing remarks for us?
Yes, I do. So guys, Renee is about to put up a link. We are doing a huge event in New Jersey. It's a women's empowerment event. And if you like what you heard today, definitely want to follow the club, put on the notifications so when we have a room and opens up, you're there. You also want to make sure you're following Instagram, because on Instagram, guess what, guys? You're going to get sick of us. You're going to get sick of us. Monday through Friday, we're there at 3 o'clock, just for 10 to 15 minutes, a little bit of snippets. And each day we share something about fitness, nutrition, mindset. And at the top of this page, you'll see Ignite the Fire Within. This is one of 3 things that Carmel and I are putting together. This is an in-person event. It's going to have different speakers. And we're going to be talking about mindset, nutrition, fitness, exercise, sensuality, finances for Rosa, spirituality. It's an in-person event, and it gives you the opportunity to meet community. If you do not live in New Jersey, guess what? It's okay, because you can still come. I'm coming from North Carolina. I found this beautiful Airbnb. You want to come? Hit me up. I'll let you come for Cynthia. And we have a Memorial Day special. So the price of the tickets are $125. This is for the morning. But for this weekend, we have a bowl special. 5 will get 1 free, just $99. So let's just say Cynthia's like, you know what? That sounds good. And then she hits up Rosa, says, Rosa, let's do this together. Give me $50, girl. Let's buy this ticket. And I know you both don't live in New Jersey, but guess what? That's okay. This is a girls' trip, a girls' talk. Yes, men are invited. Yes, men can come. And the reason why I say this is because if you're a man, I think you might have a woman in your life. Yes, you might have a mother, maybe a cousin, sister, uncle, maybe a niece, maybe a child. And women need to be empowered. So you can come or bring it to get the knowledge, because knowledge is power. And what are you doing with the power that you have within? So click the link at the top, and when you go there, it's give a description of what you're going to do. It's for anyone. That's about all I have to say. Thank you guys, like you said, for our craziness. I'm going to shut up and let you count us out for now.
All right. Thanks again. We're going to be here next week at 11 o'clock as well, 11 a.m. Eastern. And I'm counting down. I'm closing this room in 5. Make it a great day. 4, stay healthy. 3, watch what you're eating. 2, exercise safely. And 1, ciao. Bye, everyone.
Woo-de-woo-de-woo. You have to end the live. We're ending the live now, guys. Hey, end the live on the computer screen. On the computer screen, end the live. She didn't end the live yet, but that's okay, guys. We're here. I don't even think she can hear me. She's talking to Clubhouse. I don't know why you can't hear me.
Oh, it's my volume.
In the live, in the live, in the live.
Did you close down the room?
The live is still going. Oh, maybe if I put on my volume. You got to end the live.
We're still live, so I'm going to end the broadcast.
Yes. We did it! Our first one.
We did it. Our first one. Hey, everybody, we did it. I'm going to end the broadcast right now, and then we can celebrate, Tina. This was our first live on YouTube via Clubhouse, and we're going to be doing more of these, apparently, because we did it quite successfully. Ciao, ciao. Bye.
Ciao. Whew.